Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this was gone for 3 months. This is the Seiko SPB 151 Captain Willard 42 millimeters. Didn't have it for 3 months. It was sent to Seiko headquarters in New Jersey twice. And some of you guys said it's going to come back all beat up. Well, it didn't get beat up, but the first time it came back, it had smudges under the crystal. So I had to go back again. They had to put a whole new movement in. The 6R35 movement had to be replaced after about 13 months. And so I got it back now, and what are my impressions now that I have, I also have this 44 with the 8L35 movement in it. This is the SBDX 047. Here's what I can tell you now that I have the SBDX 047. The Willard 42 all by itself, I have to tell you the truth, it feels like a kind of a cheapish watch compared to the 047. Feels like it's worth about $500-600. The build quality, the movement accuracy, the bezel, the fit, finish. It's a nice watch, but man, Seiko really is killing us at the $1,200 price point right now. I mean, it's really nice, but man, they would have my goodwill if this was like $800. And it's weird, this is about 24, and yet I'm more happy to spend 24 on this than 1,200 on the other, because the quality is more, what word can I use? Meticulous, more of an attention to detail. And so I find that this kind of cancels the 42. I'm keeping the 42. What are you going to do? I spent 12 on it, another 330 to get a new movement in it. That's 15, close to $1,600. I'm not going to sell it for $800 and just give away $800. My lizard brain can't accept that. My lizard brain just going to keep both. I'm just going to, and you know what? I enjoy wearing this. It's comfortable. It's a good everyday watch. So I'm going to keep it. I'm thinking about the lizard brain today as I think about watch collecting. Speaking of lizard brains, for a while, I only had two watches in my collection for a while. I had the 047 and the blue MM300. And as I had them, I kind of liked it. I kind of was happy having a small collection. I like the simplicity of it. But then, after about a month, because the 42 Willard was still in repair, after about a month I was getting a little antsy. I feeling a little confined, a little thirsty for some variety. My lizard brain wanted some variety. And currently I have 6 watches in my collection, so the variety is back, and the variety is fun initially, but now I'm feeling a little bit anxious and a little miserable and overwhelmed having 6 watches, which isn't even that much, but compared to 2, it's like I have a machete and I'm going through a jungle. I've got 6 watches. I mean, come on, McMahon, you need an intervention. And this is one of the things about watch collecting, man. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. My inner reptile missed the simplicity when I had the variety, and then it missed the variety when I had the simplicity. Don't hit the camera, McMahon. McMahon, you're too emotional. Stop being a reptile, McMahon. The camera is not a wild boar, and you're not a Komodo dragon. So stop being a reptile, McMahon, and I'm saying it's too late. The reptilian transformation is complete. So I want to get to lizard point number 3. You guys, 90% of you, do not have a reptilian response to my Citizen watches, and most of you just don't. I could sit here and make a rational case for Citizen watches, the value, the fit, the finish, the reliability. But 90% of you YouTube viewers are not getting a reptilian reaction from my Citizens. It doesn't matter if it's this beautiful black ProMaster, which I swear to God, the build quality is impeccable. I mean, if this was $2,000, the build quality would satisfy it. This green monstrosity, it's quite a monstrosity on the bracelet, this GPS diver is great, but I could show you these watches till I'm blue in the face, and you guys would just be like, McMahon, get those Citizens out of the camera. I want to see the MM300 all day long, man. My reptile wants the MM300. And I think Citizen needs to start making some reptile watches for reptile brains. I don't know what they're going to do, but they need to start making some reptile watches for reptile brains. My last lizard point. Come on, McMahon, you're doing a lizard video? It's the holidays. You should be talking about sharing, giving, diminishing your ego. Get out of here. All right. The last thing I need is another watch right now. But my lizard brain, for the last 2 months, I've had the Seiko SPB 143 gray dial in my head, man. It's in my head, and it's not even that big of a watch for a guy like me, It's about 40.5, and it's gray. It's like the 6.2 Moss recreation or something. And I don't need that watch, man. It competes with my other Seikos. Why can't you just enjoy this deliciousness and just put this on and the madness? And so, you know what? And that's a good point. And I'm gonna fight the lizard, and I'm gonna end this video with a quotation from a Swedish philosopher, Stefan Stenoud, who paraphrases Lao Tzu as saying the following: "What we long for makes us blind to what we have." Let that sink in, man. I need to repeat that. What we long for makes us blind to what we have. And so look at this, man. You got this deliciousness, this blue MM300, the crown jewel of your collection. And you're thinking about a $1,200 SPB 143. And just thinking about some other watch is blinding you to this. And I know from experience, because I've been a reptile in this game for a long time, that if I were to get that 143, I would be blind to that, and I would start coveting something else. So, yeah, this is the lizard edition, man, for watch videos. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Do you find that, you want to be a person of common sense and rational thinking when you're doing your watch collecting, but that lizard takes over, man? It gets inside your head, man. It makes all your decisions for you. It's a drag, man. Having said that, though, I'm pretty happy with my collection. Pretty happy with what I have. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm being honest about these reptilian meditations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Until next time, I'm out.